Okay, I want to do one on reading the landscape, because there's things out here that I'm seeing. Like, you can see the fire. There's one there and one over there. You can also see the brown haze that may indicate fire. But this one's on reading the landscape. I would highly advise everyone to know what's around them. However, when God strikes, it's going to be different. Like, I know that's the Grand Mesa, and up there, that's 10 or 11,000 feet. And getting up the side of that's going to be a monster climb. But at, like, you have like the pinions and the junipers. And as you go up higher, you'll have different things up there. However, the higher you go elevation wise, it's for about 1,000 feet. It's like about 3 degrees different. So for 1,000 feet, it's 3 degrees cooler. But I do know there's also like Vega Lake and all that. But right now, when you're looking out on this, I mean, these mountains don't seem that far. That's probably a good 20 miles, 15, 20 miles. And Grand Mesa from here to there, that's probably 30 or 40. And this also disproves the curvature, because if you had a curve, you would not see the top and the bottom. I can actually see the bottom of those mountains over there. But this is on reading the landscape. If there's a valley like this, what you're going to want to do is look for green vegetation, especially if you're out west. If you see a lot of lush vegetation and it all goes in a line, you're going to have a water source. Or if you see like everything completely devoid and kind of like looking like this, and then you see a lush spot, you know that water is there. But you can see off in the distance, those mountains out over there and those behind there are all higher, because those are high elevation and the snow is melted off of everything lower. But you have to know what's around. The thing is there's not a whole lot of water anywhere around me. I do know that the Grand Mesa has like 300 to 350 lakes on it. And the Colorado River, I don't know if I'm going to post the video, but it's behind me and over there in the valley, 3 to 4 miles in. But I do know that the Colorado River, if you keep going this way, it enters the canyon, and there's a place to access it down there, and also the Gunnison River. But you're going to have to read the landscape and figure out, okay, well, if there's a river or lake, there's fish. And higher up, I do know on Grand Mesa they have trout and that type of thing. Toby, come. Tobias, come. Sorry, my dog's running away. He's one of those that likes to explore. But when you're in a survival situation, you're going to have to know how to read all this. And if you want like resources, yes, there's a lot of houses and stuff down there, but you're going to have people to contend with. And also know, like, you may be seeing more of this, but you can see the smoke plume coming off. That's a fire. And with people are going to be freaking out, because most people don't know, can't read the landscape. They don't know where resources are, and they're not able to build shelters and that type of thing. And building shelters out here is going to be very difficult, because you have these small plants. It's doable. If you have a tarp, what you can do is you can take a couple of the trees and you can rope between the trees and put up a tarp shelter. But reading the resources, like when you have water, animals go to the water. So if you have a water resource, you can sit over the top of it and potentially have animals go to it, especially if it's only like water source within many, many miles of it. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know.